Hi, beautiful people. So today we have Svetlana, dating expert, and Maria, the human design analyst. And we're going to talk about the two hot topics, of course, the money and dating. So I've been friends with Svetlana for many, many years, and she knew my struggles with money and dating. And she recommended me to get human design reading from Maria, and that's how we got together. And I cannot relate to you how impactful this was. It changed my life from day to night, or other way around. So no more blab from my side. I'll give it to Maria to
Thank you so much.
introduce.
I'm so glad to be here, girls. So, to give a short introduction of human design, it's a tool that allow you to understand yourself from like a very base, and those knowledge are very useful like in day-to-day life about how to make a decision, how to understand what is right for you, what is not right for you. So in one word, is a self-awareness tool. That's what I can say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it really working. I think I go back to that conversation we had because it's recorded, or you send me like the PDF file, to summary it up. And sometimes I just speak and I'm like, oh yes, that's how it is. I see myself, how I reacted to something, how I acted, and I try to apply that in my life, and it's been interesting. So I think everyone should do human design to understand themselves better.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
Recommend it.
important.
100%.
Yeah. So today, Maria is going to like read our charts, like parts of it, of Sabina's and mine, and how can we relate it and translate it to dating and nervous system and money.
So let's start the first topic of human design. When I just start to check anybody chart, is energy type, because in this world we have at this moment four energy types, and it's so important to know because usually we like to compare ourselves to others, but when you understand what is your energy type, you start to realize like, oh, so I'm completely different person from the person I was comparing to, and that's one of the key. And Sabina, she's manifester. It's actually very rare. It's just 9% in the whole world we have manifestors. And Svetlana, she's a generator. I also actually generator, so I very like understand on a body level what does it mean. So to give you understanding, manifestors are those type of people, they do not have stable energy 24 hours, but generators, we do have energy 24/7. And the only important goal for us is where to direct our energy, because we can work non-stop, we can do all the jobs, but we are just gonna exhaust ourselves if we are not gonna do what we like. But manifestors, they actually can say no to do the job. Like they said, no, I'm not gonna do that. But they completely have a different, direction in this life. They came to this world to like guide people, to direct people, to let them understand. Like they initiate something, and generators and the rest of energy types, they kind of following them. So that is their idea what they need to do in this world. So if we're gonna talk about, let's say, dating, right? From manifestors, their aura is closed. So the first thing I would recommend to all manifestors ladies is you need to do the first step, because sometimes opposite component, like whoever
Did
it
you
is,
know that?
She told me.
Yeah.
But it's so hard for me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
impossible
Yeah.
for you. I'm like,
I definitely, all the manifestors, they usually have that struggle, because we got used to, if someone wants to get to me, they have to do first step. But for manifester, I'm telling you, it's so, I can feel it on the energy level. Like you feel uncomfortable to do first step. You feel scared. You feel like something is blocking you. But in generators part, our aura is so open, and the first people usually I'm going to communicate is going to be generators, because like, oh, I feel like same energy as you, so let me come to you, and we understand each other. So on a dating start, that's actually the hardest thing. And when manifestor doing first step is not bad. It's actually you telling like, hey, I opened door for you, now your turn. Like you like I gave a like open door, but the rest is on you. Like on the partner who's gonna go and follow it. And I have a couple of friends who are manifestors, and to be honest, they're partners, or they're manifestors too, so they don't care like about, or they're energetic like a generator, so they're like really telling me like, yeah, we had that first like little challenge how to connect, but when it's connect, it's like done, it's linked, and after that it's getting easier.
So all the ones that approach me in the street, I get approached a lot. So are they like uber like manifestors, or they're just not scared generators?
I mean, I think there are brave people.
Wait, is there only a generator and manifestor?
No,
Or there
there's
are more, right?
no, there's two more. Others are projectors and reflectors. Those are completely no energy type. Like they don't have own energy, and they love to be surrounded by generators. Everybody loves to be surrounded by generators because it's like a free energy. Like, hey, come and use. Like I have a lot of it's like
I
a
know.
vampires.
I realized that without knowing. I mean, I knew my type, but that it's part of it. That like when I bring energy to myself, like I cancel the noise out, the problems, whatever people want from me. I actually get so much more energy.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed that lately. I've been practicing it, just like be with myself, quiet, cut off all the thoughts, and I feel like I'm like blowing up, expanding it so much more with the energy.
Yeah, but like Sabina, you tell from your side, how do you feel the energy? Do you have stable like you all the time?
No, absolutely not.
But when you're next
Yeah.
to Svetlana, do you have like more energy to do
I
stuff?
do. I feed on this
Yeah.
on this juice.
I give a little bit here, a
Yes.
little bit there.
That's how it works. That's
Yes.
actually how it works. So manifestor, you're initiating thing, but generators are gonna follow what you initiated. They're gonna start to do more and more.
Generate.
Yeah, I do create inhibition
So-
here and there.
To answer your question about who is brave coming to you, I mean, they're really trying, because you are a very beautiful woman. They want to try, but I'm more than sure that, like, you have something. If you will look in a bad mood, I think they're like, I'm sorry. What time is it?
That's usually what she does, actually. She's like,
That's how manifestors from the first sight. But inside, they're like angels, to be honest.
The Slavic face.
so it's beneficial for her to like start to initiate conversation with somebody she might like,
Yes.
not to wait for somebody to come to her.
Yes, because as I said, like I can tell you from my side, like all my manifestors friend, I remember our first, like when we first met, I didn't want to even say hi. Like that much I felt like, heavy lifting energy, and I was like, okay. And then we start like somehow, I don't know, talking, people introduce us, and like, oh my god, she's an amazing person, like, or he's an amazing guy. Like you feel it later. But at first, yes, for manifestors, you need to do like a first step. You don't need to do too much. Just like, hi. And he's like, okay, she gave a green light. Let me go. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried that at all, to be like first opener of conversation or something?
Yeah, like I've tried that in the gym. That's also part of my nervous system regulation, because I'm shy most of the time, and like in gym settings, like yoga classes or Pilates, like I want to make more girlfriends, and I'm shy to start. But yes, I was taking steps and smiling and making effort, asking ladies, oh, like I like your pants or I like your shoes, and yeah, that was definitely fruitful. I do see improvement. Men, honestly, I haven't. I'm still maintaining this like, come talk to me. But it's a step I need to take.
Try an experiment and let us know how.
Yeah. But you don't have to you can say, oh, nice watch to the man. You don't have to
Yes,
say,
you don't need to invite for dinner.
Yeah.
You're just doing like a first like thing, but then the rest is on him.
I have a funny story. It was in New York City. We were in the club, and we were already getting ready to leave, and there's this really hot guy standing, I remember, and I don't know, because I had a bit too much to drink. No, the inhibitions, and I had my coat, but then I had all my bags, and I didn't even think much. I was like, hey, can you please hold my coat? while I was, adjusting myself. But then he invited me. We had a
See?
date.
So yeah.
Yeah.
If you will just know one thing, energy type of people,
Mhm.
you can understand what is their strategy. For example, for projector, maybe it's going to be useful for you. Their aura, it's sticky. They're
Mhm.
looking for generators. They try to find generator, and they are like hop and like glued to them. So for them, the best thing is wait until I will let you glue to me. Like wait for my invitation. So projectors, they need to wait. They should not initiate anything. They should not behave like, for example, Sabina. And yeah, so like that's for them, for example. For generators, no. To be honest, generators, as I said, it can be both. Like you can go by yourself and initiate. You can just stay and wait. It's depending on the personality wise.
Yeah.
Reflectors, to be honest, it's also like I would say more like a projector one, or like they need to feel the environment because reflectors they literally like can reject like how the environment around them. So if they feel uncomfortable, most likely the people around there is not so good for them. So if they feel bad, they need to go. But if they feel good, it's good for them, and over there they can find someone if they need to know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
like
cool.
look at the people more of that way now.
Yeah,
It helps.
for sure, for sure.
Going to topic of nervous system and how to keep yourself balanced. How does the manifestor act in generator? Like what?
Oh, that's actually in terms of balance, and I can say that human design is actually based on balance and disbalance. So the most things that human design try to tell people, how do you behave in a balance and how do you behave in disbalance? And if to talk about nerve system, that's we will talk about emotional center. It's how we manage our emotions and how we're feeling them. So in case of Sabina, I'm right now moving out from manifestor. Just about Sabina, about her emotional system. So she's very emotional person, and she has constant waves up and down. But you too. But for both of you, it's going to be different. In her case, it's going to be mostly stable, 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 up, stable, 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 down. Like it's like unexpectedly, she will just get very angry or very happy. And the only thing for her, she needs to teach people who surround her, let me be alone at this moment. As soon as I will come down, I'm gonna be fine.
I noticed that. I give you time.
So if she's in bad mood, she can destroy it like a tornado. She's just coming and destroying. And then if she's in good mood, she can buy the best car for you in that moment. So it's not good for her. So she needs to go and be on her own. But in your case, it's a little bit different. You more depend on your expectation and your dreams and imagination. You also have a waves, but they depend on your expectation. Let's say you're going to a car shop and you're expecting that, yeah, I can go and buy a car, like I can do that. And you're coming there and you see that the price you were expecting is like triple. Your emotions is immediately going down, like everything is destroyed. So you depending on expectation that you made for yourself. And sometimes you can create so beautiful dreams, sometimes you can create so much, but you have to understand it's not always going to be like that, and it's normal. So you need to regulate your expectation and how do you behave in those times. So the biggest rule for both of you, you should not make any decision when you feel bad and when you feel good. No, very good. When you feel good, that's exactly a time when you need to make a decision about anything, about buying or dating. Like you want to know, I don't want this guy anymore. It's not the right time to make a decision. You have to cool down and then go to the next stage, and you have to understand, is it really what you think or it just was emotions at that moment.
Yeah, about the guys, I'm right away sure that I don't want to date them. Nothing can change that in any mood. It can get actually worse. Why I don't want them, but yeah.
But the money, I can totally see that, and it's 100% that example. When I'm in great mood, oh my gosh, yes, I can go splurge. And the same thing, I can go splurge when I'm in really bad mood. Like last week was very hard, was work, and I almost did that, but since I'm aware and I do all those practices we talked about it, I stopped myself, because the way I feel inside was like, let's say if I had really bad phone call, people yelled at me, and I was like, fuck it all, I'm just gonna go and buy myself this big diamond ring. And especially my birthday's coming up, and I was like, it's all the excuses, I can go buy myself a big diamond ring. But then after I processed my emotions and I was like, do I really need another ring? And no, I don't, and I did, like I stopped myself. So
Yeah,
definitely helps to
because
think
usually
about
with
it.
all those decisions you will make in rush, you will regret about consequences, like anything. I have an amazing movie that I loved. It's Father of the Bride, when he sold the house and the next day he bought it at 100 extra thousand he had to pay to get the house back. So it's like huge consequences you can
Yeah.
pay for all
Being
your
emotional,
decisions.
yeah.
Yes. So yeah, and also about like a dating part, if to talk, in human design we have a topic named sexual trauma. It's how we are with the partners, how we are understanding love. And for example, interesting things that both of you have the same number, like the name of sexual
We
trauma.
want to
Sexual
know what
trauma.
it is. Wait,
Yeah,
tell
so
us more.
just to give a short explanation, when you have like for example in this balance, you will behave certain way. But if you're in a balance, you will feel loved and you will feel enjoyable in all the relationship you are. So in your case, guys, you have both same. So I will say, number one, in a simple way, for you, your partner needs to be next to you. You do not need to do anything. It needs to be next to you. It's
For
like
both
a,
of us.
yeah, it's a first stage that you feel loved.
Mm-hmm.
If for example,
You mean
kids,
he has to be next to us physically but be quiet? That's what
yeah,
you
yeah,
mean?
he
Yes.
doesn't need to talk. Like really, he doesn't need to talk. He just
Uh-huh.
need to be like around,
Present,
and that's
uh-huh.
you feel already connected. But like
Mhm.
I think, for example, people like who are traveling a lot, you will feel very disconnected from the partner like that, because first thing, you need to be together. That's how you feel loved.
Okay.
But
That's
that
true.
is very simple explanation. When I'm reading for kids, I'm explaining to their parents how they understand love. That's how I would tell for the parents.
Mhm.
But in go to grown up stuff, for to grown up stuff, for you guys, you sometimes expecting that if you will find the person, you will get and you will start to feel love. If you will find that, you will feel love. But no, everything starts from you. Until you will not enjoy the simple thing, until you will not enjoy like he's present here, yeah, he drops the socks, but it's some simple stuff. If you will stop looking into it and you will start to enjoying that, you will not be angry about those. That's how love will come to your life. You will start to feel it. But until you expecting, if he will do that, I will be happy. If he will do that, I will be happy. If he will work in that place, I will be happy. No, never. You will never be happy. You all the time will have a new set, like new steps, and you will never enjoy. So that's your like a first guide. Start to understand you are making your like love story, and if you will start to enjoy simple thing with a partner, you will start to become happy and you will be loved.
So I have to accept him.
You have
Pretty
to.
much.
Him
Yeah,
just
no.
being there, just standing here.
Of
Throwing his socks around.
I'm just saying that no, definitely is
You describe my
I
nightmare.
personally feel that partnership, it meaning of I'm accepting your nature. Like imagine she's
Yeah.
manifestor, your generator is two different person. Like you can crazy work, she cannot, and she will feel like, oh, I'm wrong. No. So when you're expecting your partner, you are understand who he is, what is his nature, and he understand you from both sides. It should be like, okay, I'm accepting.
Yeah.
And based on that, you start to see beauty in simple thing. You start to create on your own. You are stopping expecting if he will make that much money, you will be happy. No, you will not get happy. So that's.
But like if to analyze, like I start thinking right now about my relationship before, I never have expectation for him to do a certain thing, to work somewhere, and I choose a partner and start dating someone when I see they not throwing socks around. Like I already choose that. Or if something like this happens, I just like, come on, we adults, just like leave it there. Or I just go and pick it up and put it where it's supposed to be. Like I never had like sock issue.
Me
No,
too.
it's
Any,
just
like,
an
man,
example.
or, like, no, but I know that like like many
Yeah.
people, many girls have like, oh, he leaves his socks around or something. I never had like those kind of things, and I always feel like I accepted the partner and I adjusted to him, but I feel like I was never like accepted for who I am.
Same thing
You
for
know,
me.
I never
Yeah.
was like, cherished for what I choose to do with my free time. Like any of my hobbies were like like this. What's so special about yoga? It was not from the beginning, because when you date and it's like whatever you do, it's cool. Maybe I'll try it too. But then it don't get you. So that's, I guess, was my kind of breaking point not to stay in those relationship, because this person just doesn't see me. They say they love me, we like to spend time together, but they don't understand why I want to do certain things, making fun of me for doing that.
He didn't accept your nature.
Yeah,
but for
yeah.
you, if
but I feel I accept them, really,
Yeah, me
genuinely,
too.
like.
Mine also, they would be like all put together, all nice and everything, and I accept them. But I guess where I didn't accept them and they didn't accept me is the level of ambition. I have a lot of ambition and I like this like beautiful life, and that's where I'm striving to get to day by day. But all of them were very complacent and the way how ambitious I was, I guess it was making them feel inadequate or whatever the case was. I always felt criticized for, my desires, my wishes, kind of like my hobbies and all. Yeah, definitely felt unaccepted.
Like in our trauma from our side, we're doing the job.
Yeah, yeah.
But we don't get it back, so that's kind of.
But you have to
frustrating.
remember, everybody has their own trauma. So let's,
Yeah.
like for example, in my case, my trauma is that I'm going into love relationship because of fear that I will lose a person. I will start to use like sexual relation and everything to just keep it next to me because I'm scared the person gonna go away. Some people say, for example, they have a trauma that they're gonna sacrifice absolutely everything just to make person love like what they're doing with them. So they will like like surround them with everything, but they're completely forgetting about themselves. So you have to understand your partner has also trauma and how he does like.
But I
use
think
that
that's
trauma.
what the problem is. I understand them way too much, and then eventually I'm like, I'm done with this understanding thing.
They are not ready to
Yeah.
because both has to be self-aware. Both have to
Yeah.
accept it.
Both
Like
have to be
in your
accepted.
case, they were not willing to go into more, and they were ready to just say, "Okay, you're too ambitious, so bye." I mean, this is. I personally think that man should have, like, also his ideology. He cannot just do whatever girl wants. Like, what if your emotions go down and you're like, okay, we need to buy a house now, bigger than Svetlana? No. It's not gonna
Sign
happen.
here.
Yeah, that's
Well, you know what? Going forward, we should send our men to Maria.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
we
for
should
sure.
get their graph and be like, "What's his trauma? Let me
Yeah.
prep the ground." That would be actually helpful, I think.
Yeah.
no. But to be honest, those type of topics like energy type and trauma, I'm doing a lot of videos in my channel, and people can do it in 2 minutes. Like you can read about your trauma and you can read about your energy type. On my readings, I'm going into very deep analyze. I'm combining all these things together and giving like the whole picture.
But that would really help.
Yeah, but the simple, like just to understand what is your trauma, what is energy type, everybody can do that. Like it's not hard.
We will leave her contact in the description below.
Yeah, try it.
Yes.
It's like the best thing that happened to me, because I understood myself in some things that I was stuck. And I keep coming back and I find more and more
Yeah,
about myself,
same.
and I'm like, what? I didn't like think about
But
it.
I can just connect with one thing in your case. For example, sexual trauma is about partnership, but we have own trauma. It's represent how do you behave when you feel so bad and how do you behave when you feel good. In a bad case, like for example, your trauma, it's you're gonna reject people. You're just gonna reject on the first stage when you just because you feel like no, is not mine. So that is this balanced state for you. But in a balanced state for you is communication, create connection, make a connection between people. Like you always leaving one, small things that can come back to that person. You're not cutting edges. But in this balance, you're gonna just cut it. You said no, it's done. But in your case, you will feel guilty, or you will tell that it's because of him, because of her. So if you combine your sexual trauma and this trauma together, just imagine you broke up with guy because you're too ambitious, and you will say, "Oh, I'm wrong. I'm too ambitious." You start to guilt yourself, or opposite. It's like it's because of him I couldn't achieve that. It's because of that. And in your case, you are not gonna even let to get connected with a person because you will like have some expectations.
So what imbalance then she do? She doesn't blame nobody?
Oh, in balance, sorry, I completely forgot. In balance, yes, absolutely. She's not blaming herself and she's not blaming person, and she's just going to the next level, and she's managing and manifesting as a manifester. She's like directing her energy in a positive, productive way. This is like, as I said, in a partnership, she will start to see beauty in the simple things. She will start to understand that she is creating love story for herself. but in her own shape, like she will start to get to her super skill is managing, organizing. Your super skill is communication, is creating connection. And believe me, it's huge skill. Not everybody can create connection and communicate. I personally don't like it. Like I prefer to have like a couple of people and done. But I don't know. Tell how you.
But
feel.
you're generator though.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I want to be with a lot of people. I have my own energy. Why I need anybody?
But if like the balance for you, it means networking and connecting, no?
No. Balance for generators in meaning of to do what you enjoy. Like anything I'm doing, I have to enjoy. If I'm not enjoying, meaning of I'm like a slave. That is balance for generator. Trauma is completely not related because that trauma can be to anybody. Like
so that's a like networking,
it's
connecting,
separate
traumas,
yeah.
separate from.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay. Wow.
What do you like to do? Is it gymnastics? Like, what could you like do and nonstop?
At this moment, I'm so much enjoying to read people bodygraphs. Like I just love to talking face to face to the person and explain them, and I see their eyes
People's
shining.
reaction, yeah.
That is like one thing I'm so enjoying. Like I'm so much. When I was doing gymnastic, yes, I was enjoying the process. Like I didn't too much care about what I have to do next. I'm just there, you know. But when I start to think about achievements, what I'm gonna do if I will get to that point, it start to drop. Like it's not the same. So that is generator. We have to just enjoy. For manifestors, they have to have a peace. If they feel peace, they're in the right spot.
Yeah,
if they don't feel
about your nervous system
all about
balance,
peace.
Yeah.
that bringing you
But if you're
back
not
to
peaceful,
yourself.
you're so angry.
Yeah, that is very true. Angry or anxious? Yeah, those two.
That is
definitely.
means manifestors in disbalance. So, yeah.
Yeah,
We want
how
peace.
the manifestor get rid of anxiety? Because she has a lot of anxiety. What does she have to do?
Give her those tools too when I call her Sveta.
And I'm like, damn, your problems are not even that big. Are you serious? You know, I don't want to discount your problems, but girl, let me tell you.
But to me,
story.
my world is falling apart.
Because your emotional wave went down. Usually when you are feeling bad is when you're emotional down. So the most important for you is to understand, okay, I'm in a very low point of emotion. I should just rest. Do not make any decision. Just go home and do what you like, or go to your friend. Like just have this
Still go
state.
to your friend.
Get some energy from me, you know, suck it out from me.
Like
when you're low.
The best recommendation.
But it's true. It's how you regulating. Like when you understand how it works. Like when I have same thing as you. Like I'm also emotional person, and when I feel so much down, usually I want to go shopping. I need to go out. You know. At that moment, I'm like, no, you're not gonna even enjoy the shopping. You're gonna go waste your time. Just stay here. Like watch movies that you're enjoying. Like I personally relaxing like this. Like I'm going to watch movies that I like. I'm just do nothing. That's also nice.
Yeah, do nothing is a very important
So,
part of life.
But before I was like, okay, I have to go, I have to run, I need to do. Now, no. Like, I'm stopping, slowing down. That's what helps me.
That's the nervous system response. So when you stress, the fight or flight.
Yes.
So it's the
Yeah.
flight. You know, like when you have this urge to go somewhere, you know, run somewhere, spend money, put that energy somewhere.
Yeah,
That's-
but I talk right now, like if someone will look at us, some people, they are not emotional. What it means, they don't have those waves. They depend on our waves. Like the people, like they depend on our emotions. If, for example, next to me person, and he doesn't have that wave, but I have very bad mood, that person will have very bad mood. Like we are so much influence on other people.
Who's usually like don't have those waves and emotions like different.
If you will check in a chart, our chart has a colorful emotional center, but their chart is white.
Also, it could be generator, but
Yeah.
they're not having that like
Yes,
bright.
it doesn't
colors.
matter. It can be any energy type, and that's one of the most important. Like when you understand, like for example, child. I'm emotional, but my child is not emotional. What does it mean for me? All my bad moods, they're gonna feel it, and they're gonna throw much more on me. They will cry much more. They will not control their emotion because they don't know how it works. It's like random came to them. But I can control because I understand my emotional states, and okay, it's my bad mood. It's not the person bad mood. So I need to like calm myself down, and that person by it, like it will calm down.
I noticed that in my life too. That
Station.
like like my child, yeah, her mood reflects like how I can feel inside, and like once I like calm down, and I like start with myself, like she can get
Yeah,
better
that's
too.
how it works.
And like just people in general, yeah.
And that's like the most important thing for us. When we controlling ourselves, people around like they start to feel much more connected, and they're like calmer. But if we are angry, everybody will be angry. Nobody will laugh without us. Yeah, everybody will get. Yeah.
Everybody gonna get affected.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask you about like your chart and your husband. When you put it together, like, does everything like really make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're really compatible. Like how it worked out for you?
Yeah, actually, my chart, when I was doing reading for it, like the lady who did, because at that moment when I did, I was at the analyst at that time, and she said, "Oh my God, your couple can survive anything." I'm like, what do you mean? And when we are combining two charts together, it's becoming like a new human being, like because it's like two energies together.
That's how you do when you do it for couples.
Yes, because it's you cannot only look at one person. When you look in two, you understand. And we have a lot it called, when from my side and from his side we have same, and what it means that we are fighting there. This is exactly those moments where we're gonna so much fight. But because I know my design, I know his design, and he knows his design as well, I understand, okay, this is exactly moment to fight. Nobody will win. That's the point. So that's a moment where like, okay, we are going into pause. We're like, okay, you go come down to your room. I'm going to somewhere else. Like we're coming down and we're coming back. But in another places we have where I don't have, but he has. So he's completing me. Like I feel complete, and I feel more energy in that area to do more. And in his case it's the same. So when you look at our chart, it's like almost everything is colorful. Like because we like so much communication between each other. But some people, like honestly, they're like, there's nothing connecting, like at all. And
so
that's
that could be as well.
It's usually like emptiness, like
It
they
could be a red
don't
flag.
know.
Why does people together then, like in first place, like what they have in common? Why
I
they
think
do
first is interest, maybe like I don't know, maybe sexual interest first, and then when people start to know each other, it's something else. But it's ending up sometimes couple is just they don't feel something, but it's not bad. The only thing when both person understand that they are not judging themselves or like why we are not doing anything together. Because we don't need to do everything together. We are good together. We feel loved, and I love you the way you are. You love me the way you are. But it doesn't mean we have to go fishing together, like stuff like that. So it's just about understanding and accepting. Some couples know like they need to do together. Like my husband, he feel love when I'm just next to him. Like same you guys. And I noticed that he's always telling me, you don't need to do anything, just be here. Like even sometimes he's like, please don't talk, just be here. Like okay, but it's hard. So,
I know it feels peaceful. I know like how it feels like when the partner is like around you in your area
next door.
Like it feels like peaceful. Then I don't need to see like what he's doing, whatever the thing is. But okay. What about you? Like how do you feel loved? Like when does he have to be around, or
I need to do things together. That's how I feel loved.
Okay. You
Like
need
for me,
activities.
yes, like we are like painting walls. I feel so loved. I cannot explain to you. Like I feel like we are like one team. We are together. That's so cool for me. Like for example, one of my child, the way how they feel love is to go to one goal together. Like let's say we will do gymnastics,
like
and we're gonna goal. Like we're putting a goal. Like I want to become Olympian. So okay, what we need to do for it? We need to study this. We need to study that. Okay, my part, I'm driving you. Your part, you're practicing. Like we are like a one team. Like in my case, it's just something. But for her, no, we need to go to certain level. For another child is talking. Just talk. Like if the way like when I'm talking to a person, he feel love. So that's like, and imagine as a mom, I sometimes don't want to talk, but I'm pushing myself because this is so important for my child. That's how he understand, like he loved, and I'm doing that because I want he feel loved from me.
Wow,
so that's so important to know. Because imagine you can teach your child. For example, my child needs to talk, right? and her partner doesn't like to do that. Okay.
No.
And but I need to teach him. You need to talk in the right there, like the right moment. You need to like wait. You need to like explain to a person. You know, like is a certain steps you're doing to let the person understand what is your love. Or for example, another child needs to go to some goals. But imagine her partner doesn't care like what she wants, so she's not gonna get this feel. But when they're gonna let's build house together, and they're like gonna build it for 10 years, but this is their love. So they love each other, and that's what makes me as a mom happy. So and I need to teach her, like if you see if you don't see that, it can like you will feel it's something not right.
It's so important to be open, you know, to this knowledge. It's so important.
That is my goal.
Like, work in a couple, in any relationships, you know, to accept the other person in this way and hear them out and work on it. Because love and passion, it's one thing, you know, the chemistry. But then if you want to sustain it, if you want to keep going, you know, if you choose each other, it's not about always compromising, but it is. It's about knowing them, actually.
Meeting them. Like, you know, you meet each other needs.
Yes. And there's another thing, it's not a couple, is when you're checking family, it's like a different thing. And for example, in my family, for me, it's so important how we look as a family. But imagine if like my husband doesn't know about it and he's like, why you need to show off all the time? You know, like stuff like that. But it's not show off for me. It's like just an important thing how we look. Like I need like that. Or for some people, like
and you can see it in the chart.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or like for some people, they just cannot go together anywhere. They cannot get together. Like all the time, someone is laying, cannot wake up, but and it's hard for them. And that's how families start to like, what is going on? But it's you can see that as well. Like human design is huge, and I personally think that it's something that everybody has to get when they just got a child to understand the basic. My point is you don't need to know everything, just basic thing. How you need love, how you behave in this balance, that's it. Later you can know much more, and that's gonna improve. But people usually think that they think suspiciously when they hear about it, but when people know, that's what you see.
I love it. So helpful.
Yeah, me too. And people don't believe it as like they actually should. You know, they should. The more people open to it, the better relationship we can save.
The better planet and happier Earth we have. That's my mission in life.
Wow,
make everybody happy.
What you doing for it?
Usually manifestors.
I am regulating. I'm regulating
myself,
everybody's.
right?
No. Well, I start with myself, but I'm also
important.
helping other people to regulate themselves. So we stop having those wars. We'll get over this climate crisis.
That's another topic.
AI will do all the job, and we will live happy and healthy.
That's nice.
Yeah, encouraging everyone to look into human design. It's basically your birth chart. You need to know the city you're born, right? The date of birth and time, right? It's important to know.
Yes, it's important.
Yeah, and then from that, like you can build, you know, the whole chart when you can see a lot, like where's your love, where's your money, relationships, like passions, right? Like it's a lot and it's so interesting. And the way Maria is explaining it, every time I'm listening and discovering new things, and I'm like, oh my God, I can listen to you forever. Just say something more.
Yes.
So yeah, look into it. We're gonna link your information right in description to the video. If you have any questions, let us know, right? And it's interesting to hear from people that tried human design, how it reflected in their life, and are they still believers or haters?
Leave your comments below.
Thank you.
Yeah.